I started out as a dancer, and well, actually, when I was very young, I danced and sang and made up ridiculous songs for which I was told to shut up a lot. Then my first performance experiences was as a dancer, and then I hurt myself and I couldn't dance, so I started singing. And then at one point I was very sick and I couldn't sing or dance, so I started writing. So each of the elements has come in, maybe because of a catastrophe or a repression. And the performance itself now is made up of various elements, and I think I developed those, the particulars of those, because I couldn't do things in the regular way, in the normal way that everyone else did them. I couldn't sing a real regular song, and so I had to find my own way of singing. First, it started out with non-language sounds, you know, and it sounded to me like some devotional language, but it wasn't anything. And then it started to get more rhythmic, and then I heard rhythms in my head all the time, and so I started giving the rhythms out with vocal rhythms, talking rhythms, and then that became a little more musical. And then I started working with the body and the voice together. And sometimes I would focus on the voice and let the body do what it wanted to do in response to the voice. And sometimes I would focus on the movement and see what sounds just had to come out from those movements. With certain movements, certain characters are implied. You know, I would take a stance and I would feel myself as a little old woman or a little girl. I would do some movement and I would all of a sudden be this little kid playing. So then there were sounds, or there were words that came out from those little characters that were emerging. And a lot of times it was a surprise to me as to who was coming. In this piece that I'm doing, I've noticed that all the little voices and all the stories are about a woman or child, or a woman-child, or old lady speaking, or a little girl coming out. And so at this moment, I'm finding that there are a lot of women of various stages that I'm expressing. And but I'm hoping that it's something that has meaning for everybody, because there's woman, there's man in each of us.